What the Study Says.
Welcome back to What the Study Says. I'm Dr. May.
And I'm Dr. Kai.
Today we're cracking open a truly eye-opening deep dive. It could completely shift how you think about, well, one of the most common health challenges out there, depression.
That's right. We're looking at the latest findings from a really groundbreaking 2024 article in The Lancet.
The Lancet, yeah, known for incredibly rigorous research.
Exactly. And this study suggests we should forget thinking about depression as just, one single thing. It's more like a spectrum, different shades.
Shades. Interesting.
Yeah. And what works for one shade might be, completely ineffective for another. So it's less about finding some magic bullet.
And more about a targeted approach.
Precisely. A truly targeted approach. And honestly, some of the findings might really surprise you.
Okay, so our deep dive today is focusing on this huge study, right? A systematic review and meta-analysis.
Massive.
And their goal was basically to figure out the best first treatments for new depression episodes.
Yes. But crucially, they made a clear distinction between less severe and more severe cases. That's key.
Right. So what makes this study, such a game changer compared to maybe older research?
Well, I think first off, it's the sheer scale. It synthesizes data from an incredible 676 randomized controlled trials.
676.
Wow. Yeah, involving over 105,000 participants and looking at 63 different kinds of treatments.
Okay, that is massive.
But the real breakthrough, I think, is how they methodically split the groups based on how severe their depression was.
That's the nuance that's often missed.
Often, yeah. It's a critical factor that sometimes gets glossed over in big analyses.
Okay, so they looked at the big picture, then zoomed in. Let's start where they did. Less severe depression. You said this is where it gets really interesting.
It really does.
Yeah.
Because for people with less severe symptoms, the study found something quite startling.
Which was?
Antidepressants. Well, they didn't show any significant evidence of an effect when compared directly to a pill placebo.
Wait, really? So no better than a sugar pill for less severe cases?
According to this huge analysis, yes. That definitely challenges some pretty conventional wisdom.
Absolutely. So if not antidepressants, what did work?
Things like group cognitive behavioral therapy, CT-CBT, that showed clear effectiveness.
Okay, therapy in a group setting. And didn't a 2023 update add even more options to that list?
It did, yeah. That update showed that group yoga.
Yoga. Interesting.
And even self-help strategies, without professional support, also came out as effective for less severe depression.
So that points towards community, self-engagement, things beyond medication for milder cases.
Exactly. Non-pharmacological approaches really seem to shine there.
Okay, but what about for people dealing with more severe depression? The picture changes quite a bit then, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. A very different story. For more severe depression, the most effective treatments often involved combining things.
Combining? Like what?
Like, for instance, putting individual CT-CBT together with antidepressants. That combination showed significant efficacy.
Okay, so therapy plus medication.
Right. And other combos also looked good. Things like acupuncture combined with antidepressants.
Did acupuncture, okay.
And that 2023 update also highlighted group exercise paired with antidepressants as being effective.
So it's not just one single thing, but maybe getting a boost, a synergistic effect, when treatments are used together.
Precisely. Synergy seems key for severe cases. Though it's important to say, individual psychological therapies on their own also showed strong results.
Like behavioral therapies or CT-CBT just by themselves?
Yes, those were effective alone too. And various antidepressant classes, SSRIs like Prozac, but also others like SNRIs, TCAs, they were also effective on their own.
So several options still.
Definitely. But it's also worth noting that some psychological interventions actually appeared more effective than antidepressants were when used alone for more severe depression.
That's a really important point. What about side effects, though? Did the study look at that?
It did, yes. Efficacy isn't everything, right?
Definitely not.
And it confirmed what we often see, that most antidepressant classes, though maybe not SSRIs in the less severe group, generally had a higher risk of people stopping them because of side effects compared to placebo.
Right, the discontinuation rates. Okay, so boiling this all down, what does this mean for you, the listener?
I think the biggest takeaway is that this deep dive really hammers home. There's no single best treatment for everyone with depression.
Your path to feeling better might look totally different from the next person's.
Absolutely. And that really highlights how critical it is to have a collaborative conversation with your healthcare provider.
A shared decision-making process.
Exactly. You need to consider the symptom severity, your lifestyle, your preferences, and look at this whole wide range of evidence-based options, not just automatically jumping to medication.
Yeah, and when you are weighing those recommendations, things beyond just, does it work, become really important too, right?
For sure. Things like cost effectiveness, the impact on your quality of life day to day, those potential side effects we mentioned, and even just practical stuff like, can you actually access this treatment easily?
All crucial factors.
This deep dive really emphasizes that depression isn't monolithic. It's varied. And the study itself actually calls for more research into that variety, that heterogeneity.
To move beyond thinking of it as just one condition.
Right. So we can find even more personalized, more targeted interventions down the line. There's always more to learn.
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? How much more effective could we be if we look deeper beyond just the diagnosis label into the unique nature of each person's experience?
That's the goal, I think.
Well, that's all the time we have for this deep dive. If you found this insightful, please do hit that subscribe button.
And maybe share it with someone who you think needs to hear this information.
We'll be back soon with another fascinating dive into the latest research.